The climate inside you is controlling your life. Have you ever walked into a room and felt the tension before a single word was spoken? Or met someone whose calm presence settled your nervous system instantly without them doing anything at all? That isn't magic, it's internal climate control. Chapter 45 of the Tao Te Ching. Great completeness seems incomplete, its use is never exhausted. Great fullness seems empty, its use is never ended. Great directness seems restrained, great skill seems inept, great eloquence seems inarticulate. Movement overcomes cold, stillness overcomes heat. Clear stillness is right for the world. The Tao Te Ching, in its beautiful paradoxes, gives us a mysterious line in chapter 45. Movement overcomes cold, stillness overcomes heat. Clear stillness is right for the world. What does this mean? And more importantly, how can we use this wisdom to heal, to perform, and to thrive in a chaotic world? This is a lesson about managing your energy, your stress, your emotions, and your nervous system by learning when to move and when to be still. It's about becoming a master of your inner atmosphere so that no matter the weather outside, you remain grounded within. Let me tell you about two students of mine, both high performers, both physically gifted, and both struggling in very different ways. One, we'll call her Tasha. Tasha was like a volcano, brilliant, fast, energetic, emotionally passionate, but she burned hot. She got overwhelmed easily. She would get agitated, anxious, or frustrated when things didn't go her way. Her inner fire pushed her forward, but it also burned her out. The other, named Jared, was a glacier, calm, methodical, never ruffled, but he moved slowly. He had a hard time getting motivated. He often felt numb, distant from his goals, like he was trudging through mud. His coolness was a strength, but it also kept him disconnected. Neither of them needed a personality transplant. What they needed was the ability to adjust their internal climate, to know when to move and when to be still, to know how to apply the Daoist principle: movement overcomes cold, stillness overcomes heat. Tasha had to learn stillness, breathwork, meditative pauses, and the discipline of not reacting immediately. Jared had to learn movement, short bursts of breath, rhythmic motion, dynamic qigong, and activating rituals. Both of them flourished. And so will you by learning how to regulate your well-being with the meditative arts. The philosophy of internal weather. Think of your internal state like a climate. Your breath, your nervous system, your thoughts, these all contribute to a moment-to-moment experience that is either balanced and alive or imbalanced and reactive. The Tao teaches that greatness doesn't show off, that fullness often looks empty, that the most skilled seem unskilled. It's paradoxical because truth often hides in simplicity. Cold states, depression, stagnation, fatigue, procrastination, emotional numbness, passivity, hot states, anger, anxiety, agitation, urgency, overwhelm, irritation. So what do? You treat your internal world the same way you treat your physical body in different weather conditions. If you're cold, you move. You generate warmth through circulation, breath energy. If you're hot, you slow down. You cool the system by pausing, yielding, and grounding. This is the Taoist approach. Simple, not easy, but effective. Applying the principle in daily life. Let's look at a few examples. 1. Before a high-stakes meeting or event. You're feeling the heat, heart racing, breath shallow, thoughts racing. This is not the time to power through. It's time to cool the system. 2 minutes of deep belly breathing. Close your eyes, feel your feet on the floor. Inhale for 4, exhale for 6. Repeat the mantra, stillness cools my fire. 2. When you wake up and feel low or unmotivated, your energy is cold, you need to move the energy. Gentle qigong shaking. 1 minute jumping jacks. Fire breath, short exhales through the nose. Play a song that lights you up. You don't have to wait for motivation. You generate it through movement. 3. At the end of the day, when you're overstimulated, instead of numbing out with screens, try this. Sit in silence for 3 minutes, just listen. Light, stretching with long exhales. Visualization. Let the heat of the day drain down your spine into the earth. You are teaching your body how to process energy instead of carry it. The nervous system and the Tao. What's brilliant about the Tao is how it aligns with modern science. The sympathetic nervous system is your heat system, fight, flight, activation. The parasympathetic nervous system is your cool system, rest, digest, calm. When you understand how to use breath, posture, and focus to shift between these two states, you become powerful beyond belief. Not because you're controlling the world, because you're mastering your internal climate. Years ago, I was in a bamboo forest in Vietnam. The wind was soft, but the bamboo groves swayed and creaked in rhythm. I realized then that true resilience is not rigidity, it's rhythm. If the bamboo had resisted the wind, it would have snapped, but it bent, it moved, and then, when the wind passed, it stood still. That's the lesson. You don't need to fight the world, you just need to dance with it. Yielding doesn't mean giving up. It means adapting. Build your two-part climate ritual. Pick one movement ritual for when you feel cold, lethargic, low. Pick one stillness ritual for when you feel hot, agitated, anxious. Examples: cold state movement ritual. Oh, 3 minutes Qigong shaking, oh breath of fire, 30 seconds. Tai Chi warm-up. Hot state stillness ritual. Seated breathwork, 4-7-8 pattern. Gentle forward fold, silent observation of nature practice both this week. Track how your energy shifts. Notice your power. What I hope you take from this is the understanding that you are the weather. In the end, the lesson of chapter 45 is that the world doesn't need more control. It needs alignment, and alignment starts with you. Don't wait for peace to find you. Be the calm in the chaos. Don't hope to feel motivated. Move yourself into activation. Remember, movement warms what is frozen. Stillness cools what is inflamed. And clear stillness, conscious stillness, is right for the world. The more you practice internal climate control, the less you're controlled by the storms of life. So step into this practice today. Don't wait. Begin mastering your climate and watch your life transform from the inside out. If this lesson resonated with you, take a moment to like this video, leave a comment below, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. What's your go-to practice for staying centered? What movement or stillness ritual will you try this week? Let's keep building this community of grounded warriors. One breath, one movement, one yielding moment at a time.